What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you, and we are bringing you another edition of Fantasy News today. Oh, yeah. So we are missing one of our normal Monday crew, but we got a substitute, and he's actually going to be coming on every single week. So don't worry, TD's at home. He's a little sick, but he'll be back on Wednesday. And we got IDP Iggy in the house, going to be a new recurring host on Monday. What up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? Glad to be back here. Yeah, I've been on the Thursday show all season. Start calling me Game Day Iggy, baby, because we're going to be hitting these props, talking the news, and be some fresh stuff. Glad to be back with you, Alex and Bogard.
Yeah.
Glad to be aboard. Always a fun show with my man Iggy.
Hell yeah.
Going full Woody Page with it, too, with the whiteboard. You feel me? So give us any trivia questions. I'm ready. I'm just saying.
There we go. And then real quick, so for everyone who hasn't seen how we did it last week with the questions, so if you are asking news questions, things like that, we're going to be pulling it up. We're going to be interacting with you. If you're asking start sit questions or waiver wire questions, trade questions, anything like that, we're going to be saving that for the last 15 to 20 minutes of the show. Don't worry, I'm going to be able to go back to the beginning and we'll start from there. But just a heads up, you don't really need to put in your start sit questions or waivers until we start getting towards the end of the show. And if you want us to literally stop the show and answer your question, just leave it in as a super chat. You know that we got you. You want to throw in those super chats. And then one last thing, we're doing the Alex Highsmith jersey giveaway. Don't forget about that. It's as soon as we get to 2,000 subscribers. We are almost there. And a way that you get extra entries is by leaving a $5 super chat here on YouTube. So any $5 super chat, you are automatically getting an extra entry into the jersey giveaway that should be going down next week. Or maybe this week. I mean, we're pretty close right now. All right. First thing, and who put it in here? My man Dion, he put it in here. I literally just got the news, and it's not that he's out this week, but DeAndre Adams, he was placed on COVID reserve literally today, this morning. Not good because they got the game on Thursday. Iggy, they're your squad. Why don't you elaborate?
Yeah, I went ahead and buckled the old chin strap for this one. You feel me? Let's hope he gets back. Let's hope they're just playing with our emotions. But if not, you got to fire up Lazard. Got to fire up Cobb. But let me just say something. Well, are we saving the takes for later? You want me to say it right now or what?
No, go ahead. Throw it out.
Yeah. I just as a Packer fan, man, Aaron Jones said Dylan had negative yards. They didn't hardly give him any attempts. It looks like to me they've maybe saving an angle to keep the running backs fresh for this Thursday game. They may have saw something on film where they can expose them with their running backs. So just my take for the day. As a Packer fan, buckle it up, baby. It's going to be a good Thursday.
And for sure, if Adams is out, you got to think that they're just going to be trying to run it. Maybe not as much as possible because Aaron Rodgers is going to sling that thing. But you already know they're going to try to keep the ball away from Kyler.
Dude, Chandler Jones is going to be coming back with fresh legs. J.J. Watt, I don't know what he's on, but he's got stamina times 1,000. So they're going to be bringing a quick pass rush. So they're probably going to have to hand the ball off, set up some play action, hopefully.
Where's this game at?
It's in Arizona.
Okay, so we got the indoors. And okay, you know what? I also do want to remind everybody it is National Tight End Day yesterday. So that could be the sole reason why Bob Tunyon showed up again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what's your all thoughts on that? Is that someone who becomes an interesting play? I mean, maybe not immediately because maybe not against this matchup, right? Because obviously Arizona.
Is Budda Baker going to be locked up on him? You think, or you think they're going to have different coverages on him? I
don't know. Budda's not really. If they're smart, they're not trying to put Budda in coverage, on a tight end like that often. I just see them doing that with what's his name, with Jalen Thompson. Might be a little bit more of that guy out there doing it. But
I think Tanya burns Collins, burns Simmons. I think he burns their linebacker core pretty easily.
He's like Kittle athleticism wise. You know what I mean?
If Adams doesn't play, would either of you say that Bob Tunyon is a must start?
If I have Knox and I wasn't able to get, CJ Secret of the Uzuma, right? Or, any of these other, maybe, any of these other streaming guys, right? I'm not going to look at a Jared Cook or any of these other bullshit. I would love to have Bob Tunyon this week. You know what I mean? In something that could potentially be a high scoring game, even though, Green Bay is probably going to try to own time of possession and like keep Kyler off the field as much as possible. Still, with the upside of the touchdown being a red zone target, Devontae Adams probably missing the game on a short week. All those things add up. I think he's a solid start, maybe not a must start.
You got Baltimore on bye. Andrews is on bye if you're looking for a backup. Las Vegas is on a bye. So Waller, Monroe. Is that all our bye weeks this week? Week 8? It looks like it.
There's only I believe 2 teams on bye, or is it 4?
Yeah, Las Vegas and Baltimore. So, but those are 2 good tight ends on those teams, and they target the tight end a lot on those teams. So I'm not saying Robert Tunyon's available, but maybe you've been holding off. Definitely, man. I think he's worth the flex this week.
He's out there.
If Adams doesn't play. If Adams doesn't come back, he's a touchdown monster. So
yeah,
target monster.
Robert Tonyan is definitely, not 100% owned. That's for sure. And I think he's definitely over like the 70% threshold. You know what I mean? He's probably available. He was drafted and definitely dropped after like the first 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then, so next news, let's switch it up to the Panthers. Bogey, I'll let you take this away. Talk about all the trade rumors that were going on this morning with DeShaun Watson. We won't spend too much time on it, but we got to touch on it at least.
I mean, just in a nutshell, when you look at Sam Darnold and like, I've seen a meme where it's like he's Sam Darnold, you know what I mean? Like, but like you're the coaches, you're trying to win now, right? I mean, I like what they're doing with all the pieces they have. They're trying to get it now. They need someone to steer the ship. Darnold looked like he was firing out the gate. Maybe the rumors are spiking up because there is no CMC. Because if CMC is there, everyone's better. You know what I'm saying? Including Darnold, right? But in a nutshell, of course they're trying to get him. And it works out because they could easily pick up the 5th-year option on Sam Darnold's rookie contract, which he's under right now. You know what I mean? And that would ensure you that you have a QB for a year next year, because if you make a move for Watson, he still could get suspended for a whole ass year. And you're fine with waiting on Watson. You have Darnold, probably secures you some higher picks too, right? Plug in Darnold. I mean, you're not really going to have any picks theoretically if you get Watson though, right? So I'm just saying I like Watson there. Watson goes anywhere, they're in the conversation, right? Like as far as a competitive team. You get them in that division, it'll just be awesome, like reality-wise, to watch, Brady, Watson twice a year. You know what I mean? Just a ton of even Brady. I mean, what's his name? Watson, Ryan twice a year, and Watson, Winston, perhaps if Winston's there next year. Because this is just I like watching shootouts. I like things that help for fantasy. He's gonna help tremendously for fantasy wherever he goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like this Carolina spot.
That's nice. Is go buy your cheap wide receivers right now. Go get your Robbie Andersons. Go get your Parker. Go get your Williams. What's the other team they're saying? Possibly Miami, Carolina, and who's the other team in the running? I forgot. But my whole point is go get Robbie Anderson. He's probably available. If DeShaun Watson goes to Carolina, Robbie Anderson is going to be a deep touchdown freaking magnet, dude. It's unreal. So go get those while you can. You can always dump him if he doesn't make it.
Next Tuesday is the trade deadline, so I expect to hear a lot of rumors between now and then. There's going to be a lot of people trying to get some clickbait, trying to get themselves relevant. So we got to make sure we're watching out for the sources. That's all I'm going to say.
It'll be 4:00 p.m. Tuesday is the deadline. You know what I mean?
Eastern time. So like literally like right when we start this show is when the trade deadline will be over by that time. On Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yeah, and like more than likely we'll have something, we'll hear something a couple days in advance. You know what I mean? Because then they're gonna go through all the process of the physicals and all that. But like I swear right now what everyone's doing is they have the guys with the little earpieces. You know what I mean? they got them motherfuckers everywhere, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Every organization got their little group of little men in black and doing all the research and doing all the investigations that they can right now, trying to find out, is this something that we should do? Because everyone knows they should get Watson. But all this other circus that's going on, that's the only thing that's delaying any of this from happening. You know what I mean?
Yep. Shout out to everyone new who's watching in the chat right now, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hop over to YouTube. My channel is the Fantasy Football Hustler. Just type that in, hit the sub, hit the like. Bogard's channel is the GMM Network. And Iggy, what's your YouTube so everyone can go follow you?
Iggy's Fantasy and Betting.
There we go. Let's get it. And don't forget, we are starting it off with news. First 45 minutes of the show is all news stuff. And then we're going to be getting to any kind of questions you guys have towards the end of the show. So just hang out. We'll get to everyone's questions. And don't spam the chat with questions because we're going to get to everyone's, well, at least close to everyone's before we're done. And so Panthers must have heard this big rumor. Who knows how much is real, to the rumor. But they came out and they said Sam Darnold is starting this week. And it's not spelled E-G. Oh, is this Axelcution messing around again? E-G-G-Y, question mark?
Eggy.
No, it's I-G-G-Y, man. Fantasy and Betting. And Sam Darnold is who we thought he was, man. He's proven it to us. Come on, man. Come on.
Let him off the hook.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, you're right.
Even rumors aside.
They gave up Teddy Bridgewater for Sam Darnold. I almost rechecked my whole statement on that, but I was like, man, they gave away a chance to get the South when they had Teddy B and a healthy CMC. But I know Sam Darnold is who we thought he was. That's what it boils down to.
They got Sam Darnold for like a ham sandwich in like a third round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I do forget that. But yeah, I think Teddy B would have kept him.
Especially because they didn't like Teddy B. It's almost like he was the throw-in in that trade to get rid of him.
And here's the thing, too, is Teddy B, for what it's worth, he's going to cost some type of money. You know what I mean? You go ahead and get Sam Darnold for a fucking meatball sub and a third rounder, and then he has a rookie contract still. And you could watch him this year and then give him the option of picking up the fifth year. You know what I mean? Or they get the option. So it's actually
420.
Let's get it. 420 on the East. Let's spark it up.
Hey, but we got to talk about Darnold's replacement, Bogard. We got to talk about Zach Wilson, too. That's some major news. Maybe they went from bad to worse, like worse to like off. Like, I don't know what's worse than worse, man. God awful. I mean,
bro, Mike White is legit. Mike White is dope. He was taking him down the field way more than Wilson was.
Mike White came
maybe because they were like, hand off left, hand off.
but he got down there in the red zone and he threw a touchdown straight.
Corey Davis, man. Woo!
Was that not? Oh, hold on. Tell me, was that not the dopest touchdown catch of the day?
It was up there.
I'm trying to think what else out in my mind. Yeah.
Bro, he did. A 360 turnaround catching, toe tapping in between two defenders. Like it was in the shittiest game of the week and had the dopest highlight.
You know what's funny?
It was like a bad pass all the way. It was like shouldn't have been catchable, but yeah, he like torqued his body and did like a corkscrew on that damn thing. I don't know, man. It was a good catch.
It's funny because 100% of the time this week, if somebody said player A or Corey Davis, I'd say player
A all day.
How was that Pittman catch? Did you see it last night, Bogart? Not to throw shade or anything, but I quit watching the game.
Listen, I could always watch things unbiased. That was a hell of a catch, and it was in the rain. Visually, it was awesome.
No, I quit watching the game about halftime, so I didn't see anything after that.
This is why I love that catch personally, because that catch won me 2 matchups. Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It gave me my only DFS win. That's why I was pissed. I was like trying to save my ass last night. I was like way back there, and I went to bed, and I wake up, and Pittman's got a touchdown. I'm like, oh yeah, didn't lose this one, man.
Because I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was a 360 catch because he didn't literally like spin around completely. But man, it was.
We'll go with that.
All the way around.
Version better.
Kept the rotation going. Put his hand on the ground to stop himself from hitting the ground. No one's around him still, and it still dove in. Had to just dive in, get that shit all the way in there.
He displayed on that catch why all his peers voted him in the top 100 players of 20 of this year, because I was like, Corey Davis, really? I was like, well,
that's why I'm number 99, motherfuckers. I made it.
Oh, and so we didn't really make it clear on here for Zach Wilson, but sprained PCL, he's going to be sidelined for about 2 to 4 weeks. So Mike White is going to be that dude for a couple weeks for the Jets.
Maybe some garbage time, Let me see who they. I got their schedule right here. Let me see. Jets. Bengals. Woo! Good lord.
Yeah, my number one streamer of the week for defense is the Bengals.
Hey, you know what's funny is like in a couple leagues, right? I'm sitting there Sunday and I'm like, all right, I don't need this Jarrett Patterson or whoever it may be, just some extra shot. Just cut him. And I went to pick up Cincy. Then so I did that in like 3 different leagues. Then I'm looking around. I'm like, oh shit, Pittsburgh's out there. So then I only have 1 share of Cincy now, and I'm like, fuck, I had it. The force was right, because this is before we knew it was gonna be Mike White, the legend. You know what I mean? But now it's like, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because the Steelers are actually on my list as well. I picked 5 defensive streamers that are 50% rostered or under. Everybody just must be. I mean, I know they haven't been too good except for week 1, but after the bye week, they're coming back, and yeah, I'm gonna go pick them up if I can. All right, and let's see another piece of news. All right, so we held this one back. A couple people have been mentioning it. Who threw it up there? Big Kong. He said, "Does Matt Nagy getting COVID make the Bears better?" I mean, we don't want to joke about it. He tested positive for COVID, so probably a really good chance he's not making it for this next game. And Execution, he said, Matt Nagy out, A-Rob time. Like, does Matt Nagy hate Allen Robinson so much that that's the reason why he's not getting the work?
I think Justin Fields just sucks. He's not ready, man. He's not ready. That's just – he doesn't even – he's like, okay, he's covered. Where's my second option? But
this is why I say Ohio State quarterbacks, I'm not messing with them when they get to the NFL.
I talked about this on today's podcast. There's just certain programs that don't crank out great quarterbacks because there's too much talent around them for them to have to do any heavy lifting, dude. But Mac Jones may save the Alabama program. I don't care what people say about Hurts. I don't care what people say about Tua. Like, you know, like that's a bad quarterback program. Ohio State, you can't name one. Like USC, you can't name one. I mean, unless you're going to hang your hat on Carson Palmer, no offense. You know, there's just certain programs that don't crank out. UT, who are you going to name?
Hey, you don't disrespect the name of Carson Palmer. He's in several of my fantasy fraternities.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Carson Palmer. He got me some chips.
What up, Stu? Stu in the building. All right, we got to make sure we are sending Stu some positive vibes, positive prayers. He's been in the hospital for a little while now. Stu, get better, bro.
Yeah, we going.
We're all rooting for you.
We taking
upward and onward, Stu. Upward and onward, Bubba. Let's go.
Stay strong, brother. Stay strong.
There we go. And okay, so we had a trade before the trade deadline. It screams very blah, but he must have known that he was on my IDP waiver wire video because Kenny Young is getting shipped from the Rams to the Broncos in exchange. So it's Kenny Young, a 2024 7th round pick in exchange for the Broncos giving them a 2024 6th round pick. I don't understand this move too much because at least on paper, Kenny Young's been filling a little bit of a void.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does this mean like how much is Kenny Young getting paid?
Probably not that much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
He might be getting. This might be the last year on his rookie contract, maybe.
There it is.
The Broncos have a need a linebacker, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, who knows what's up with Von Miller? I think I've been the Reaper, bro. I talked about Miller, I talked about Ward, and I talked about Williams. All 3 of those guys were IDP prop bets for me. All 3 of those guys went down. I'm on Bobby Wagner tonight. The well that never runs dry, baby. That's Bobby Wagner. You don't got to worry about him.
If Bobby Wagner dies tonight, then you are the Reaper this year. But because he is the well that doesn't run dry, bro.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, this is the last year on his rookie contract. 2018 was
okay. So
when his contract started.
And you know,
but that's it though. We're literally trading him away to bump up 1 round.
But here's
2024.
But the Rams never have a 1st round pick. You feel me? So they got to load up late.
I guess that's true.
I was just about to say that. And you know what they like to do? They like to take all their little late round picks and then package them up during the draft, and then go ahead and move up like to the 3rd round or get another back in the 3rd, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like the kind of trade that my man Stu would make in the dynasty trades when it starts getting a little bit later in the drafts, when it starts getting itchy, like, oh man, I got to make a trade right now. I haven't made a move in like half a round. Just messing with you, Stu. But man, Stu is so funny. Once he like got the trades going. Like, man, he just didn't stop in any of those leagues. It was awesome.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I made a few though. I think I had managed to trade for his next year's second round, and then later on in another package deal, I sent it back to him. It was just, yeah, I like the action.
So here's some news for this Sunday already. They already announced that T.Y. Hilton is going to be out for this coming up Sunday. So his injury is much worse than we all thought last week.
And how about this? In Indy, only start Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, and then depending on matchups, or no, actually, and then also Mo AlieCox, because we're riding that streak. You know what I mean?
It was Mo Alley Big Cox yesterday. He was stunting on fools.
Did you see that person that put that $25 free bet? They bet those three guys that have a touchdown: Elijah Mitchell, and who else scored the touchdown for San Francisco?
Debo.
Yeah, Debo. He put all 5 of those, turned it into 5 Gs, 5 racks, free bet. I was like, motherfucker.
That's fire right there.
The force is strong in that one.
Yeah. On a rainy game, bro. Took a 5 TD prop in the rain and got it.
All fire. And what's so crazy is that, like, you know what I mean? The under still hit too.
Yeah, dude. I teach mine way up high. I was like, damn.
It's funny. It's funny.
And my man David, what up, David? Shouting out Bogard and Iggy, said time to smoke it up. And for those who don't know, if you didn't hear the news, friend of the show, Ricky Williams, is going to be on this Thursday. So you guys need to make sure you are tapping in. It is going to be before Fantasy News today. It is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Make sure you go click the reminder. Make sure you hit the thumbs up too. We want to have that, like, you know, over 100 thumbs up before the show even starts, you know, on Thursday. So make sure you guys are tapping in. Make sure you are subscribing everywhere.
You gotta do something for me. You gotta ask him. This is kind of an insider question. What's his favorite Town Lake memory? That'll be a question that not too many people ask him either. I just thought of it. I would have told you after the air, but I know I would have forgot because I just got told I got smoked again. Because, you know, I'm an Austinite. Austin grabs you, you party it, you get thrown out of it. You know, that's how it is.
Yeah, it chews you up, spit you out.
Yeah, man. Or you chew it up and spit it out. You decide, know what I'm saying?
What is it called again? I'm putting it down right now because I'm going to forget.
It's just Town Lake or Lady Bird. I think it might have been called Lady Bird Lake even whenever he was there. It's just it's just the river dammed up right there in town. But I know that's a smoke spot. You feel me? There's a Stevie Ray Vaughan statue right there. So there's always a lot of heads hanging out right there. I bet he's got a cool story. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm telling you to tell. Because I'll be peeping in. You know, if you feel me.
I fuck with Stevie Ray Vaughan, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. That's fun. Like you grew up where I kind of grew up, and my grandfather was a drummer, so all that old school stuff.
So it's in your soul.
There we go. And shout out to everyone who's putting questions in the chat right now. Don't forget, first, like 45-ish minutes are going to be all news, and then the last 15, 20 minutes is going to be questions. So just make sure you guys are tapping in. Don't spam the chat. We're going to get to, we're going to start from the top. We're going to make it. If you want your question answered right away, do a super chat on YouTube, and you just get bumped right to the top of the list.
Yeah.
Did they ever say anything about Kyler or Patrick Mahomes? Have you seen anything pop up today regarding them? Like just those hits they took, just routine hits, or
Patrick Mahomes is already expected to play on Monday. He passed the concussion protocol already. So
groovy.
He's a $500 million man. It's got to be a lot to keep that man off the field, especially in a Monday night game. But
yeah, he did great for my DFS. I'll tell you that, boy. He was awesome.
It was nasty.
He 100% of the time doesn't like his green beans. 100% doesn't care.
And you know what me and JC Money Design were talking about? Like, what if there was just like some bad juju because of like the restaurant that he went to in Tennessee would not serve him ketchup to eat on his steak, and that just like threw off, you know, everything about his game this weekend.
I'm a huge rhythm person, man. So if anything messes up your whole rhythm, you can't do that. The team in the best rhythm wins, baby. That's what it boils down to.
All right.
I'm
Go ahead.
for my food, bro. I'm sedity. If I need ketchup on something or whatever condiment, like I'm not gonna eat no like a beer battered shrimps without a good tartar sauce, right? Like, I don't want it. Like, that'll fuck me up, bro. He probably was hot.
Sauce is boss, baby.
And then I bet you everybody around him had ketchup and they drinking it.
Tapping the glass, getting it out.
So some quick news about the Jaguars. DJ Chark is officially missing the rest of the season with his ankle injury. I mean, they really have no reason. I mean, what's the point of would be bringing him back, as of now? But makes the wide receiver picture a little bit clearer for the rest of the season. It's Marvin Jones, it's Chenault, but more often than not, it's nobody. All right, and let's see. You guys back?
Nothing on Von Miller. I just did that real quick. I was getting loud.
What's going on with Von Miller?
He exited the game, bro, and they haven't given us. That was like an early game, and I still haven't heard anything. So,
well, that's why the Wednesday shows are so ill because that's when the league is mandated to give their first official injury report of the week. So they don't really have to say nothing right now. You know what I mean? And if there is anything about Kyler Murray, we would know because they have a Thursday game, so they're already starting their week process. You know what I mean?
Good point.
Damn. Okay, so just got more news about Adams. So he is vaccinated. So the only way the Packers would have to put him on the COVID reserve is if he tested positive. So they said must test negative 2 days in a row to play on Thursday. So that's Tuesday and Wednesday. Better be tapping in every single day.
You know what's so crazy? I remember Devontae Adams. They were playing the Steelers on a Sunday, and somebody smacked him. And then he was concussed, and they were playing on a Thursday, and he played. Like, he with it. I'm telling you.
And Iggy mentioned it a little bit earlier that Chandler Jones is going to be coming back, so he got activated off the COVID reserve list.
Damn, he had that thing for a few weeks, huh?
David Bakhtiari might be coming back. They activated him last week off of the IR. He's been practicing. I don't know if this is the best week for him to come back, but they're going to need him. I mean, the Green Bay's been playing good against teams, and they're super banged up. But the best team in the NFL, you can't be too banged up for that.
Damn right.
Right.
How about the Bucks, who are just banged up all around? Bruce Arians says that he hopes Gronkowski and Levante David will be ready to play this next game, and they said possibly Richard Sherman as well. They said this same exact thing last week on Monday, I believe.
Who they playing? They playing the Saints next week.
Weekday. Bruce Arians likes to do head games too. He's like a slyer Bill Belichick, a cooler Bill Belichick. He'll be lying, bald-faced lying to you. No, we're not going to go get Antonio Brown. They didn't tell us anything about Tom Brady's injury last year. You got to watch him. He's a little trickery.
Hey, how about this, too? He's also ill with it where he'll be like remember the first week last year, Tom Brady throws a couple picks, they lose a game. He's like, he got to be better. He's like, he got to take ownership. You know what I mean? He did that. You know what I mean?
Like Dan Campbell throwing Jared Goff at. Yeah, he's got to do better too, man.
Oh, shit. By the way, fuck Wiz Khalifa Raymond. I got Wiz Khalifa Raymond in a couple of leagues. I'm like, how do they just pick this guy up off favor and start him against me?
All right, everyone. So just a little shout out, everyone leaving comments. We're gonna get to the Q&A in about 13 minutes. We got a few more pieces to talk about, and then we'll be getting to everything here. All right, and Texans. Tyrod Taylor, he's going to practice on Wednesday. They already put that out there, but they said right off the bat they are unsure if he's going to be able to play this week as of today. So practice is going to be super important for Tyrod if he's going to play this week.
Man, they're going to get smacked up by the Rams.
It's almost not a good game for him to come back against, right? Like almost just wait a week. And on Halloween, let's not forget, there's a whole bunch of Halloween games. Some spooky shit is going to happen.
Somebody's about to get put in that coffin, baby, straight Undertaker style.
Dude, and look at who left a comment like before the show even started. Jason Voorhees. He said Halloween is coming, and so am I.
That sounds like oddly sexual.
When I get that feeling.
So we'll be on the lookout for the Texans either way. But if it's Judge Davis Mills Lane, you're ready to get it on. That's for sure.
Get it on.
For the Browns, Baker not at the open portion of practice today. I mean, it's Monday, but coach already came out and said unsure if he's even going to be able to practice on Wednesday. So make sure you keep tapping in. But I would already get ready. Just Baker options. He's not an option.
Duct tape him up, bruh. You got to duct tape because the whole thing is completely ripped now, right? His labrum is completely torn. You got to duct tape that motherfucker up, bruh.
He's gonna have to have surgery, dude. You know, that's all there is to it. Dude, was Case the starting quarterback on that Minnesota run? Was he the starting quarterback, or was that the year Teddy B went down?
No. So it was the legend of Sam Bradford. Remember him?
So gosh, yeah.
Damn.
He gets traded. His journey was Rams, then traded to the Eagles, then traded to the Vikings, and then like week 1 or 2, if I remember correctly, of 2017, he goes down. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes fucking Case. He's on the case. You know what I mean? And he takes them all the way to the NFC title game, bro.
Insane.
You know what's crazy is like, I respect Baker. You know what I mean? I call him the Rooster because he's kind of like, you know what I mean? But like, but also he's big cocky. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker think he could play with a torn ass shit. He should have just he still would have got paid. I think it's because he's up to get paid. You feel me? You know what I mean? So like, I'm like, yo, probably still would have got the bag regardless. He already took them to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like he should have got the surgery immediately. Now he's just on the sideline, hella awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Once you have him but not.
He's wearing the harness, all the duct tape underneath it.
He's got to save face for all his commercials. He's got a lot of endorsements out there. You know, I think this was a business decision. If he's not on the side of that field, you know, it's not gonna be good. They're gonna be making too many jokes about him.
He's not bad for a guy that, you know, was Patrick Mahomes backup or got beat out by Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
And a couple other things for the Brownies. Nick Chubb back at practice. He's expected to return this week. Obviously, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, most important days, but they already said last week that he was expected to return for this week. So see what happens. And OBJ returns to practice. Should everybody just drop OBJ if you have him at all?
Yes.
I mean, who cares, man? You know, that's I feel bad for you if you're relying on OBJ to be even a wide receiver 2, 3 for you at this point.
You know, theoretically, right, where you were getting OBJ in drafts was hella late. So, like, half the time he should have a bye week plug-in anyway. You know what I mean? And I have diagnosed him as a landmine. He's one of those guys, you just cut him. Let someone else pick him up. Bogard, it's a landmine.
And Bogey said it before, and I'm going to make him say it again right now. We don't trust him because he is questionable.
In life, just OBJ is just in life rocking that Q tag.
Oh, man.
Not even his injuries. He's just a questionable dude, man.
So we are
with the lines underneath it. You feel me?
Yeah. So we are not messing with it. What up, Schmitty? Thanks for coming on the show on Saturday night. It was fire. And your Renfro, you were talking about Renfro a bunch. And, I mean, for what it's worth, he hit a little bit.
I've got Renfro. He's my wide receiver, too. So no shame, no game.
My Alan Lazard, though, bro, I was like, just do the Alan Lazard. And Schmitty was a Packers fan, too. He was like, you know, he is getting more targets. I'm like, right? Like, it's just because he's one of them receivers that plays hella snaps, but he's also because he'll block downfield for the run game. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this thing on a bye week. Let's go.
There we go.
You know what, Bogey? That even plays into my theory of the play action this Thursday. He could be set up the run, because I think they're going to run it over 30 times. And he's faking it. Whoops, get by you. Throw me it up. Because he's what, like 6'3"? He's a big guy. So
he's huge. He's huge.
Mm-hmm. Huge. He's a whole lizard, bro.
Lizard.
That's a big ass lizard.
Yeah, just don't be no cold-blooded Thursday. Come on now.
It's dark. You know what I mean?
Don't pull a Sammy Watkins on us. Don't do anything.
I do got the cold-blooded drop.
Yeah,
All right. And then and Stu said, I don't see him here, but what up, Schmitty? So we got a different Schmitty. My man Preston Schmidt goes by Schmitty also. That's who we were talking about. Not Notorious Schmitty, who I'm about to beat in your league this week, Stu. Oh, yeah.
Do any of y'all ever remember the Chris Farley, Adam Sandler Saturday Night Live skit with Schmidt's beer?
I do not.
It's like the classic meme where Chris Farley's like lifting up his shades. That's
okay.
what that's and it's you gotta go check it out. I don't want to ruin it for you. Go check it out.
Hey man, listen to Chris Farley, bro. He was the GOAT at the physical comedy, bro. When I was a kid, I'd be dying, bro. Black Sheep.
Nobody was better.
You know when he's falling down the hill in Black Sheep? Oh my god.
Yeah.
As a kid, I would rewind that shit.
Hello, Washington.
Right.
And all I remember is when he was doing which one was it? Where he was Tommy Boy. You get that kick-ass shit.
I do know Black Sheep. He's over there smoking a joint, but he's like trying to tell the kids not to, but they catch him smoking and drinking and shit. Like, damn it, I've been there. You just caught me in the wrong moment, man. I was just hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
And yep, Preston this week definitely got to pick up Lazard off waivers if he's there for this Thursday. If Adams is playing.
Hey, the best one when he's like he walks into the wrong green room with the rosters and they burn
And he's got that whole plate of chicken wings and they're all like stacked up and shit. That's a good one, because that's like 90s, bro. Weed's like, I mean, fuck, you're a bad person if you're smoking some weed. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And okay, so news just came in right now. Really official. Yeah, he's a savage. Rashad Penny. Oh man, it's official. He's off IR. He's gonna play today. Don't play him. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it.
What are you talking about, man? That's a San Diego State legend, bro. What are you talking about, man?
I know he's doing San Diego State wrong right now.
Blunt. You got to go back him full blunt. Matching one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wish you could stay healthy for like a game, just like one game, like start the game and finish the game and not be in any worse position, than you were when you started it. Like that's all I hope for the man.
I've drafted him too many times. He's burnt me 2 times. I didn't even, I didn't even go with him this year. I mean, what's Colin's status? Because his betting lines are all up. Colin's betting lines are all up. So I was is he playing?
He's playing, but here's the thing. I mean, it's kind of like, the Damian Williams, Khalil Herbert thing, because Collins did not practice a lick all week. Like maybe he got in some individual drills, or something like on Saturday, their last practice, but he wasn't even limited. Like they have him down as like blank, not even did not practice, not even limited. It's just blank because all he did was like those individual drills. So I would even be nervous about starting him if I'm banking on it. I'm really calling the DJ Dallas game in this one. He's the only one really practicing all week, him and Homer.
Yeah, he's got picked up in a lot of the leagues I'm in. I always stay flush with running backs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been sitting on Gainwell. I've been sitting on a lot of running backs. So I'm good to go. But I saw him get picked up a lot. I was like, man, because I just didn't know what to take with it. But I don't know. This is a weird game. I don't even know how the game script's going to go. When I'm trying to nail down for these bets, I'm like, who's going to get the TOP in this game? Shit, I do not know. Usually comes down to who's got the better running back, but Kamara's just been hit or miss so much this year. I don't know what he's going to do, So
I'd get ballsy and put DJ Dallas in as the captain this week and save you some money there. And then, you got a lot of money for the rest of it.
Like Dearness Johnson as your captain, last Thursday. You can scenario for a lot of people. So,
yep. All right, last two pieces of news, and then we're going to be getting real quick questions here. Go ahead.
Everyone outside of Kamara tonight, and this is even including Jameis Winston, every single play that you guys have these players in any type of way in your lineup tonight, and you're playing from behind, they are all players I diagnose as a Monday night miracle. Because
let's get the Monday night miracles flowing.
It's gonna take a miracle for if you're down 30 and you got Alex Collins. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I need to get the drop for our Monday show. That I Believe in Miracles song, like that would be dope. Just to be
dude. Doesn't Whitney
that.
Houston have a miracle song too? I don't know. Yeah, we do gotta get a drop for that.
Yeah, for sure. Because we need some Monday Night Miracles. Always the most fun. And Preston said, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but Tyrod is off IR now. Yeah, he's going to practice this Wednesday. They already said they're not 100% that he's going to play. Practice is going to be super, super important. All right. And Axel Cushion, thanks for getting that super chat in there. Who should I trade target for with Cooper or Gordon?
What are your needs? I need to know what your needs are, you know?
More context.
Yeah, we got to know what your needs are. When it comes to trades, though, you always got to target the bottom guys or maybe some mid-level guys there. See where their voids are. Like, see where those players can mix into their team and help them, and that's what you got to do.
If you need a wide receiver, go check out Hollywood Brown. A lot of even our guy Alex over here was down on him, but I've been on him all year, and he's good. But he's had a couple disappointing weeks, so he might be able to go get him. And I don't know what's available out there, but I'm telling you what, dude, I like Brown this year. I think him and Lamar have always had the rhythm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is he's going to get you a big play with a pretty decent floor. So if he gets that big play, you hit.
Rashad Bateman is going to make that much more easier for Brown, because sooner than later they're going to start knowing that, all right, Rashad Bateman's the guy we need to put our best cover on, and then we'll go and bracket Brown. You know what I mean?
There we go. What up, sir?
Brown be burning everybody.
Well, Renfro's going to be out mid-level. I don't know if I would give up that much stock for Renfro, but I have him. If you have a PPR league, shit, he's Mr. Third Down, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to him every freaking third down. They're drawing up plays. He drew up plays for Gruden. So now that Gruden's gone, I bet he's helping to some extent. Carr and the offensive coordinator kind of work things out. He's there. He's getting the volume. So that's another thing.
And there you go. He said, I have Russell Wilson. Should I look for DK or Tyler Lockett? The DK, especially like after tonight, if DK doesn't have a good game, he's going to be a great buy low candidate, because who knows when Wilson's coming back, even though he could come back in like 2 weeks. But that's a great buy low candidate if he doesn't do good tonight.
He's going to have Marshawn Lattimore on him, and then he's going to have Geno Smith throwing him the ball. So put the offers in now.
There we go. Let's get those. Let's get these last two pieces of news. Then we're getting to all the questions in here, at least as many as we can get through in the next like 20 minutes or so. So if you want to for sure get your question answered, super chat. You know what to do. Starting off with Washington, the only player we're talking about today is Ryan Fitzpatrick. So they said MRI in 2 weeks, and then he's being reevaluated then. So that would put us into week 10 territory that he may be making a return. Get him on your radar now. Get him on the radar early. Dolphins, though. Last thing we're going to talk about. Will Fuller, not expected to return this week, but Flores says he thinks he's getting closer. This is just the stupidest coach talk to me, because how would he not be getting closer, 1 week later removed from the injury? But we're not talking about Will Fuller. Jerome Baker, day-to-day. Malcolm Brown and Jason McCourty going on IR. So they're losing one of their defensive DBs there.
Hey, Myles Gaskin's in play again. I think we diagnosed what Myles Gaskin needs. He needs a Malcolm Brown missing, and he needs a negative game script, and he's going to have that against Buffalo. So he's going to be good for at least the cheap 5 reception floor he's had. What was the last one against the Bucs? 10 receptions. What did he just have right now? 4 receptions, 5. You know what I mean? Against Atlanta. You know what I mean? So
4. Yep, 4.
Yeah, and Malcolm Brown, he has a calf, so he ain't finna play this week at all.
And what do you call Will again? What do you call the guy Will, the wide receiver Will? Bogard, I gotta hear it.
Which one?
Will. What do you call Will?
Oh, you mean that god awful Will Awfuler?
Yeah.
He comes from a long lineage of this whole family. His pappy's pappy, his pappy's pappy's pappy, all of them awfulers. And he's doing awfuler things right now. He's the in redraft. Cut him.
Yeah, man. No hesitation.
All right, let's get to some of these questions. So I'm back at the top of the list here, and let's see. Execution said good call on Evans or Debo. There we go. Mm-hmm. I know after Antonio Brown was out, I was all in on Evans.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook user says, is Chase rookie of the year? Hell yeah, man. He's like about to,
Yeah.
most yards through 7 games for any pro, right?
Hold up now. Let's see what Najee Harris does. Let's see what because we weren't so quick to get Justin Jefferson didn't get it last year, did he? Did he? Or did he?
But Chase is doing better right now. I mean, we're talking about he has more yardage right now than any NFL player in history through the first 7 games of his career.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's good. I'm not
history, and then now he's only going to
got Najee shares. You feel me?
Yeah, I hope we see more from Najee.
Bank, the Chase money, bro.
If Najee keeps getting 19 targets in a game, he keeps getting double-digit catches in a game, he throws down somewhere close to 100 receptions. I mean, there's going to be some shit we really haven't seen out of rookie running back ever.
Najee could easily go like 1,800 all-purpose if that's the case, right? You know what I mean?
And touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Let's get more realistic. Maybe he's like 1,500 all-purpose and then like double-digit touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hope he gets it. Low-key, guys, I just put a $25 bet on Derrick Henry to be the MVP. So get ready to see a lot of Henry for MVP hype from my part of the world.
Man, I don't have any money on it, but in fantasy and like in my keeper leagues and some dynasties, I got Derrick Henry, so I'm with you, bro.
Dude, I traded for Henry last year, made it to the championship, traded Henry for Murray, beat Murray in the playoffs, but then he had crapped the bed kind of the last game. He didn't score a touchdown, and but I could have kept him or Rodgers, man. I could have paid a 4th-round penalty and kept Henry, but I just always roll with my guy, bro. I've had him for too long. You feel me?
You know what's so crazy is I remember that game, week 16, Sunday nighter against Green Bay, and you know who went crazy? AJ fucking Dillon.
Tannehill did that.
Yeah, Tannehill had the long run.
They did that little read option, and he took off on that 50-yard touchdown, bro, and swiped my TD.
He fucking stole it from Henry. It was no game, and then AJ Dillon just went absolutely like Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to how do I say this? Jair's. Thanks for following on Twitter. Appreciate you. And he said, let's hope for the 2 Adams negative COVID tests so we can play Thursday. Yeah, make sure you're tapping in every single Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. We are back here with the news show, Fantasy News Today. So make sure you're tapping in. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. Yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitch, make sure you go get there, because if you aren't able to pull up YouTube at the just because you got multiple things going on, you can actually have Twitch like multi-streaming on your phone. So you can do the video, have it in the background, and do something else all at the same time.
I love that.
All right, let's see.
Twitch, give me money.
Yeah. Let's see. My man Will, what up? Said I'm down by 7. Alex Collins can do it for me, or is he even worth playing, or should I go get DJ Dallas? Please help. So,
you know what's crazy? Because I know you're on the DJ Dallas side. If the fact that Rashad Penny's playing there, he's that role until he dies, right? You know what I mean? And but I think it's all a Monday Night Miracle. Like I said, whoever you throw in there, if he got Collins, I think Collins is guaranteed. Here's the thing about Collins: if he's playing, I feel like he's getting 15 touches on the ground at least, right?
Even with no practice.
That's where I was getting at. Like, I don't know how the split's gonna be. It'll definitely be a hot hand approach. I mean, like, how much do you trust Penny coming off an injured lifestyle? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, that is the lifestyle that he lives. Injury reserve.
The repetitive behavior. They tried to warn me about. So they said, "You got some repetitive behavior, sir."
He's like Rick Moranis and Little Giants. Everyone just keeps steady putting him on the injury reserve.
Yeah, bro. Give him the phone.
Is that the word? Habitual?
Yeah,
habitual user. Yeah,
repeat offender.
All right, let's see. Where we at?
Smoking the reefer. You in here for some marijuana? Who's that man? Yeah.
Amar says Hopkins or Hill rest of season.
Hopkins. That was my number 1 guy. I'm still sticking with him. I had him ranked number 1 finishing the year. I'm going with it.
Nuke's a stud. Hey, and then Hill's got that. He's got the hammy. A hammy's hurt. We got what? We still have 11 more regular season games. I mean, if you go that long, you still got over 10 weeks with Hill. I trust Hopkins.
And like here's another thing with Tyreek Hill, right? Is he if you don't have him, you know what I mean? What are you there for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
all right, Steven, what up, bro? Said, is it time to drop Tannehill? I have Tua and could pick up Wentz, Mac Jones, Winston, Heineke.
Go get Wentz, baby. I've gotten him. Yeah. I went and picked him up about 3 weeks ago. Don't hesitate. I dished off Sam Darnold just in time. Went skipped up
the action. Now that Jonathan Taylor's coming on, they got Quentin Nelson back. You know, Carson Wentz don't got 2 sprained ankles no more. Like, and that when that run game's humming, that play action, bro. And this is what they did in 2017 together in Philly. Frank Reich and goddamn Carson Wentz. It's always been a health issue. I mean, you could even just back the truck up just in case that's insurance for me saying this, but I've always been a Carson Wentz truther. Then when it became a joke, it became a goddamn joke. When he went post getting the 2 broken feet and everything, I still have him tucked away in hella super flex because he was just dummy cheap at that point. You know what I mean? I was as my third. You know what I mean?
Here's why I'm going to say keep Tannehill. Because every single week that goes by, every single team is going to hate Derrick Henry that much more. And every single team is going to put all their efforts that much more into making Ryan Tannehill beat them. Obviously, Henry is still going to eat. But if every team is stacking the box as many times as they can, it's just going to give Tannehill more options. We saw him and A.J. Brown getting busy this last week. That shit is going to happen a lot. And so that's why I'm going to say just hold on Tannehill and keep him as your second for now.
Yeah. I don't mind.
Let me ask you guys both this real quick. Just real quick answer. A.J. Brown or Pittman the rest of the year? You know?
A.J.
Brown.
Do you think he's going to stay healthy?
See, I'm always willing to take that gamble though, is because I've already seen what AJ Brown does. When the last game against KC, I'm like, oh, okay, he's like 80% him, like he's coming back. You know what I mean? It's kind of like new.
What about Julio when he comes back? Is he going to take any targets away from Brown, or is it just like Tannehill and Brown or like this?
Hey, it's just better for Tannehill. It's better for reality. Fantasy wise, I still would say Julio healthy is still like a WR3. You know what I mean? He needs to get like how many times are they throwing the ball? You know what I mean? Like it's
red zone. That's it. That's it, really.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they're not throwing. I'm saying they do throw the ball. Obviously, they run the ball at a remarkable clip higher. You know what I mean?
So here you go. Here's some new news that just came out. According to I'm not sure what beat reporter said this, but according to Pete Carroll, despite being listed as questionable, Alex Collins is expected to play. Carroll said he will be part of the rotation. Quotes.
See, they are all diagnosed as Monday Night Miracles. So depending on the game script, right, and the fact that you might be right with your DJ Dallas here. Because like
I think Dallas has a safer floor, as crazy as that is to say. I think he does.
That is crazy to say.
See, here's the thing about Pete Carroll. Is Pete Carroll really says shit he does. You know what I mean? Like he say shit and then do it. Yeah.
Everyone on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Wherever you're watching right now, smash that like button. Let's get it.
Hey, with the mini helmets, let me ask you guys this too. Is Lockett going to score a touchdown?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, who's their secondary corners there? Do they still got PJ Williams? Because if so, yes.
Yeah, because he's got a boost to score a touchdown tonight on DraftKings. That's why I asked you guys. And I thought it was a good safety as well.
I'll take the boost for 6. I'll take the boost for 6, Stu.
And what are we, as an offensive coordinator, I mean, I know you can't throw out Marshawn Lattimore all the time, but what are you going to do? You're going to give it to a banged-up Collins. You're going to give it to a career banged-up Penny. You're going to give it to DJ Dallas. You're going to give it to Travis Homer. Or are you going to target Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf all game? Come on, let's do the smart decision.
Yeah, man. A little bit of Gerald Everett, please. And I mean, I don't need him. Actually, I'm safe in all my leagues, really. But, you know.
Just sprinkle a little bit of salt for Gerald Everett.
Maybe no, I'm a Lockett guy. Let's get Lockett going, man. Let's get Lockett back up there. He deserves it, man.
How's Malcolm Jenkins in coverage these days with his old ass? He's still solid, right?
His best play on the year was
was that
when Jonnu Smith caught it right into Malcolm Jenkins' hands. He was like, "Oh shit, touchdown!"
Yeah.
He's just the general, bro. He's always out there, man. He's played the most defensive snaps, a percentage of snaps for the last 7 years in a row or something. The dude doesn't come.
He's he's the quarterback on defense for them for sure.
I have a theory in the offseason he hibernates and he only comes out to play football.
Right. All right, from the Cooch Master, what up? Said PPR, should I trade away Zeke for D-Hop? I have Najee, Chubb, and Henderson.
Do it.
That's one hell of a pimp name, the Cooch Master. And yes, do it.
Do it. Get D-Hop. Let's roll it. All right, let's see.
I like Henderson though, man. But yes, I mean,
Second Take Extra, what up? Said you think LAC defense, the LA Chargers, will be a good defense against the Pats, or should I try to get Cincy? So those are literally both number 1 and 2 on my defensive streamer video that dropped a little earlier today.
Yeah.
I like Cincy versus the Jets, but I mean, they're not going to be playing the Jets every single week. I mean, Cincy's defense is decent, but I like the Chargers defense overall name, and the Patriots ain't putting up no 50 burger on the Chargers. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And see, this is why I like the Chargers too, because you got, Bosa and guys like that can like actually get you some points. You know what I mean? And like, but I do say for this week, that they're not my favorite streamer just because I don't think they'll throw the ball super tough. They're gonna try to run like hell on the Chargers because that's how they're susceptible. You know what I mean? They can't stop the run.
Yeah, I see a bigger game for Harris, but it's in LA. That's an East Coast to West Coast travel game. That doesn't really work out as well as you might think, but I don't think you can go wrong. If you have the Chargers, go ahead and just keep it and roll with it, man. You got a bye week. Brandon Staley's the defensive coordinator, right? So they should have a pretty good game plan for 2 weeks, I hope. And you got this guy called Derwin James. I mean, are you kidding me? I'll take Derwin James over just about any other IDP in the league, man. That's saying something. So
I love Derwin James, bro.
Me too. I love a healthy Derwin James, man. This is what we need.
Stay healthy, my friends.
Hey, yeah, Penny, whatever James is doing, go talk to him. Just do that. Just stay healthy, man.
Hey, Rashad Penny, he learned how to finesse a bag, so he ain't even tripping. He's like, fuck it.
Austin, what up, bro? Said I'm up 45 standard league. I have the Saints to go. He has Kamara and Lockett. Is it looking good for me? If so, I win both of my bad bye weeks. I mean, Kamara can. I mean, I've been in leagues where like Kamara, he's gotten like 40, 50, by himself. So anything can happen. But I think you're looking good as far as right now.
I mean, yes, standard scoring D. So Lockett's a double hit to you. As long as Lockett doesn't go off, I'd say you're safe. Because otherwise you should be up 55, I guess, with the standard defensive special teams. But we already said Lockett's going to score a touchdown, so you better expect that. But I think you're still good.
Okay, what does that do? Like, if you start with 10 points and score a touchdown, brings you down to like 6, right? You know what I mean? So like, he gets is kind of nothing. It just eats itself. You know what I mean? So there's that, right? And then the rest you're kind of gold. You know what I mean?
Execution said Mark Sanchez led the Jets to 2 AFC championship appearances.
He didn't lead them.
Yeah. I talked about him on the podcast too, man. He had a great defense. He had this guy named LT. Let me show you who that is in case you don't know for the crowd out there. That's just gentleman right here. This is rookie card. I think Sanchez is who you hang your hat on, man. You got to hang it on Sanchez, because I think he did better than Carson Palmer as far as production.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Robert, what up, bro? Said, what's good, gentlemen? I put Burrows on my bench, started Mahomes. Who would have guessed I would lose to Jared Goff? Damn. That's rough.
Listen, this is why the single QB shit's crazy, man, because it's like I won't even hold 2 high caliber quarterbacks like that. I'm gonna get my one guy and then like I'll stream something else later. Or like I might not even have the super high end guy if they all get took. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm talking about? He's holding 2. Like I would have been
Brady was my like 1 QB my 1 QB league target, and he's worked out just fine for me. And I got him as like the QB 12 everywhere.
The moment Burrow, see, you know what those, because in our circles we were big on Burrow. You know what I mean? Coming into the year, so it's like moment Burrow started heating up, I would have sold Mahomes because people would have paid for him. You know what I mean?
It's so weird because it depends on when you were drafted, man. Like I have about 50 best ball leagues. So I started early in the summer, and Aaron Rodgers, you could get like, you were getting him in like the 17th round, 16th round. It was unreal. I didn't expect him. But, as it went on, I like to have a good quarterback. My whole philosophy for that, it was part of my draft kit if you bought it. It's like a good QB, man, when it comes playoff time, a good QB can carry you at least to one playoff win. And if it's that week that you need him, that's the week you got him. So that's just my philosophy on that as well. But there's always – and like super flex leagues, it's one QB, then I'm gonna wait later.
And my man Manny from Michigan, what up, bro? He said, "Who y'all got tonight, Seahawks or the Saints?" I'm going Seahawks for the upset.
Seahawks right here, one.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm going with the Saints. My man, infamous Winston, showing up. Alvin and the Chipmunks running all over the thing. Give me the Saints. And,
all right.
And what are the Saints? They'll cover it. Whatever it is. What is it? What
-4. -4.
-4? Yeah, they covered it. Give me the touchdown win. Let's go. It's gonna be an ugly ass game tonight. And you know what's crazy? Because I don't know if you guys have picked up on it, but this is another classic Bogard reverse jinx. You know what I mean? Because we need Monday night miracles, but we all know this game's probably gonna be ugly. And there it is again.
Who you got, Iggy?
Are you guys doubting Geno Smith? Are you kidding me? Are you doubting the West Virginia Mountaineer? You know what I'm talking about? Big 12 quarterbacks. You feel me? I'm going with Seahawks in the upset, man. But to be honest, all my bets are I was scared to take the money line in all my bets. So I did tease Seahawks to lose by a little bit, but I think they're going to win. Man. I'm with the Seahawks. Let's get some of
what it is.
12th man magic. Russell Wilson's going to be out there with his pom-poms and skirt. You feel me? Going to be doing the cheers and everything. So he's going to have the crowd hype out there pulling up the 12th man flag.
And so every week, I swear, when I watch some of the little Monday night pregame, everyone always seems to pick the same team, and they always end up being wrong. So I just have a feeling like every single person is going to pick the Saints, on that ESPN Monday night crew, and it's just going to be the opposite. It's going to be the Seahawks coming through with the upset.
Yeah. Be careful with those media guys. They don't know what they're doing. They're just there. Nah, some of them do. Some of them don't. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. I want to put a suit on and then never make sense, because then that's how you go far.
Yeah. Just what did that intern tell me? Yeah, just give me what he said. We're rolling with that. Whatever. So
Jared in the building. What up, bro? Shout out to the Who Dat Nation, that 504 Nation.
Yeah.
I gotta let everybody know watching on the live feed too. This is a little bit of a fake one. See, this is when the Seahawks were in the AFC. So, it's a little bit of, kind of faking people out. This one is when they were in the NFC. So maybe I need to grab that one. You feel me? I don't know what the difference is other than this one's older. You feel me? But
yeah, here's a random stat for you. The Seahawks are the only team to make it to the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I remember that. What's crazy is I remember that one fucked me up because I couldn't remember if Kansas City, like originally, in the first two Super Bowls, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, we're the AFC. Like I was so high, and I was like, God damn, it's the Seahawks. I know this. If you guys didn't see the trivia shows that we did in the off season, I produced them. They were super dope. I got some dope clips. Some of those clips had to be taken down because YouTube was like, take it down. You can't make any money off of this video. Go check it out though, because it was dope. There's two of them. One's a 90s trivia, and then the other one was just like I believe it was just football. I think we only did.
Yeah, man. I had to go to overtime. I think we went to double overtime in that one to figure out the winner.
That one got real legit at the end. Yeah. All right, let's see. Robert, what up? He said, what's up with Judy? Judy's supposed to be coming back this week. Practice is going to be important.
John Brown did nada last week for us, man.
Oh, John Brown was the target that he underthrew for the pick. That's what John Brown was there for.
Yep. And Frank, what up? Said thoughts on Damian Williams, Collins, McKissick, and Gainwell. Thinking about dropping Williams for Watson Don't know if he plays.
Yeah, do it. I would drop Collins or Williams for Watson.
Is it a super flex? If it's a super flex, I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
I mean, even in a 1 QB league, it does. I mean, well, you literally got to hold him for a week. That's what we're talking about here. If he doesn't move November 2nd, by next Tuesday, he's droppable.
Yeah, you know what? Williams, hey, forget about it.
Yeah, take the shot. Take the shot. And Manny said, trade OBJ. Who the hell is going to trade you for OBJ?
Yeah, what are you going to get? What are you expecting back? A kicker?
That might scare people away from a trade. Like, listen, I'll throw in OBJ, brother, and sweeten the deal. Like, nah.
They'll be like, this
And fantasy football lad, he said Sanders has an ankle injury. Gainwell is a good pickup. Yeah, Gainwell is going to be a good pickup this week on waivers.
Yeah.
I drafted him in about 80% of leagues. I've just been waiting for this moment.
I sure did.
I thought Sanders would get hurt. I just thought he would outshine him. And here we go, baby.
We drafted in a lot of leagues, like, even a week before preseason, right? Like type of shit. Just some of them came all the way down to the wire, but most of them, I got Gainwell everywhere. And then after that first preseason game where he had the two, or not the first, maybe the second, he had 2 touchdowns. I
sold them everywhere. Classic Bogard move right there.
Everyone bought him though. Now I'm mad. I'm like, damn, now he's useful.
Don't hate the game, hate the game. Hate the game, baby.
Fantasy lad. He said Hunter Henry is on my waivers. Do I grab him? I have Waller and Higbee. I'd drop Higbee for Henry for sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a take I'm wrong. I was like, he ain't doing shit this year. Fuck. I got to eat my words there, man. He's been a stud. 4 touchdowns in 4 weeks. Woo.
Yep. Right. We're riding the hot streak. It's him versus Mo AlieCox. Which one's going to let up? They're playing.
My man Jarrett, he said, is it Javonte Williams time? I told you it was going to be hot, like he's going to be a second half darling. Week 8, we're all, this is halfway. At least halfway through the playoffs. So I would say this is a good halfway point of the season.
Yeah, what's a week or two anyway? He's a stud, man. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he is a stud. Right now, he really needs a touchdown. And right now, Teddy Roosevelt ain't handling. The emphasis on the run is what I see them doing. Who do they got this week?
Teddy and the Rough Riders. Let's see.
They got
Washington at home.
That's tough to run on now. But the pass catching running backs they fare well.
Yeah. Williams catches.
Williams can catch the ball.
Nigel, what up? He said, shout out to the insider on the Darren Waller news first, exclusive hustler. You already know. And Bogart was the one who slid me the information, so I'm not going to, take all the credit. But
don't worry. Allegedly, don't worry.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I don't want them to know that I'm in the mix.
Don't worry. You just got to know that everyone who is on this show at any time has insiders somewhere. So if I get some news from someone, I'm only going to say it if I know that it is like 1,000,000% legit. Like if it doesn't come from, Twitter, Adam Schefter or whatever, if it's like some real insider info, it's got to be legit.
Off the cuff shit, like just, an associate of mine who's also a good friend, man. He wants to remain anonymous, you know what I'm saying? But dude is friends with Waller, so you know what I mean. We already knew he wasn't finna play. We just didn't know it was for show. Then I woke up that morning and dude had texted me the night before. I just didn't see it, and I was looking at my text. I was like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? Because I was already telling people, there's a lazy pivot. If you have to wait Waller all the way down, just pivot to Moreau. You know what I mean? And that was actually the way to go.
That was the best pivot because I think Moreau still put up more points than Mo AlieCox. That was one that we mentioned as well. Smelly Dwelly, I'm pretty sure he put up more than Smelly Dwelly. I didn't see him
everyone killed OJ Howard, that's for sure. And that pisses me off too because there was one where OJ Howard didn't block. He didn't block and someone hit Brady and he was pissed at the Juice Man, bro. And then then OJ the Juice Man was wide open in the end zone, and then Tom Brady just uncharacteristically just misses him. You know what I mean? Maybe he was like, I'm only supposed to get 600 here. He's that good. He's like, I'm supposed to set the record here, and then no more touchdowns. You know what I mean? He was wide open. That was 601.
Drop him. You can't be not missing an assignment and let Brady get hit. He's old. Those hit, he feels those hits and he remembers them.
He was twice the age as Bills, man. That blows my mind, dude. That's nuts.
Let's see. Got a couple more questions here, and then we're out of here.
Hey, Brady's finna play till he's 50, bro.
Yeah. As long as there's avocados in this world and Giselle is still a witch, he's going to play until he's 50. They might even come out with new surgeries to get him, like, you know, new body parts and stuff, just to keep him longer. Let's see. And Rose said, is Michael Thomas worth picking up? So we said it last week. He's weeks away from going, like multiple weeks.
If somebody dropped him, that's cool, because somebody might have warmed up the machine and you might hit the jackpot. You know what I mean? Like somebody carried him all this way home to let him go. Pick him up. Fuck it. I'm serious.
No, I love it. I love it too.
You got an extra spot on your bench. Definitely isn't anything wrong with it. And second take extra, any concern on Hopkins being a non-participant today? Nah, man, when you're a G like Hopkins, even though it's a game on Thursday, you get your rest, man. Rest up.
He is Nuke Skywalker. He has the Force. When he's not practicing, he's in his meditative state, gathering the Force around him.
All right, let's see. Oh, dang. And Jared said I asked a couple questions before the live stream started. Not sure what happened to them. So that's a live stream that's coming up in an hour at 3:35. So I do a live stream for about an hour and a half, you know, before the game starts. So it's for that one, bro. Sorry if there was confusion. And let's see. There you go, Stu. Pick up MT, throw him on your IR. Yep. There we go. And Nigel said he picked up Moreau 15 points in a half-point PPR. Thanks. Probably won me the week. There we go. Hell yeah. Let's see. Any other ones here that I missed? Robert, I have Ertz and Pitts. Which one should I try to trade to get a wide receiver? I have Robinson, but he has but he don't have a QB. Yeah, I mean, Robinson's damn near droppable. I'd say trade Ertz on the hype that we saw. Like, because I mean, Pitt's going to be the real deal. We already knew he was going to be the real deal. Just took him. Kyle Pitts is like Chase Young last year. Remember last year, everyone was calling Chase Young a bust.
You mean Jefferson?
No, Chase Young.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Young was like the guy who everybody was calling like a draft bust by like week 5 or something like that. And then by week 7, they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. We retract our statement. He is who we thought he was.
Then he gets to the.
They are who we thought they were.
Right. That's funny.
I love it, dude. I miss Dennis Greaves. Rest in peace, bro. Peace be upon you, bro.
Yeah, man. Rest in paradise.
Corey, what up? I need 21 points tonight to have Kamara, Callaway, and the Saints D. Will I get my 21? I think so.
Dial it up.
Callaway's hit or bust, but Kamara could be that beast. You know?
Oh, damn. 420 in the Midwest. Let's smoke another bowl, and then we're about to get up out of here.
The only thing that guy has to fear is somebody else's Monday Night Miracle coming true.
That is for sure.
His opponent, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Austin, what up, bro? Michael Carter is on my wire, dropping Jamal Williams for him. Great idea.
Sir.
Do it.
Like yesterday.
And Stu said trade deadline coming. It says coming. Hold Robinson and cross your fingers on the move. Yeah, I hope he's on the move.
He's so cheap. I don't think they're gonna let go of him, dude. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, and then like a team that trades for him, you get him on the franchise tag, right? And then it's a dickhead move if you don't trade for him and like extend him. You know what I mean? So it's like, why do you want to have a disgruntled player again? You know, like when you see him on the field, he looked like he don't give a fuck. Like there was an INT, bro. One of the picks that Fields threw, because he threw a ton of them, but there was one, and then Robinson's like, he probably could have made it, like broke it up. He's like, fuck it.
I mean, a disgruntled employee is a bad employee. Like, that's just what it is. Like, he's getting his bag right now, but he deserves real money, and they ain't trying to give him real money. Nigel, yeah, hopefully no Monday Night Miracles. I'm up by 33 points, half PPR. Yeah, it's Winston tonight. Wish me luck. Thanks to all of y'all. Great content. Hell yeah, bro.
Appreciate it. And I hope you get the W, because for me, I'm trying to eat a W as well. I need Winston to put up 50. I I need the miracle of all miracles.
Yeah. All right, everyone, make sure you smash that like button on the way out. And Iggy, why don't you tell them where to find you at and anything you got coming up soon?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Go check out Iggy'sFantasyandBetting.com. That's where you can log on. You can find all my social media there, my articles, how I've been doing betting. Subscribe to the podcast. Hell, you can listen to the podcast right there. We upload it every day, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. There's a brand new podcast talking about football, a little bit of basketball, fantasy and betting, baby. Just winning and just trying to put money in your pocket. You feel me? So go check that out. I'm here Mondays and Thursdays as well. On platforms either under as IDP Iggy or Iggy's Fantasy and Betting. That's all the places: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Go check me out. All right.
Yeah.
Bogard, let them know where to find you at, everything you got coming up.
Yeah, you can follow me at the GMM Network on IG. I am gonna make a Facebook because I want to now I got all these pictures and shit. And I'm like, okay, now I'm ready to do a Facebook thing now, right? But yeah, right now you can find me on IG or Twitter. Subscribe on the YouTube, the GMM Network, and may all your battles be bloody and your Monday Night Miracles be won. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Yeah. And you guys already know I'm the Fantasy Football Hustler. Got a lot of things going on. We got another show coming up in an hour, live stream for your Q&As, just hanging out, talking Monday Night Football. And we got a lot of new things going on. So every weekday, don't forget, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific, we're here with the news. Tomorrow, we actually got a new show that is going to be starting here on the network. It's called Morning Talks with KD, and he's going to be breaking down, recapping all the games from like a normal NFL perspective, not really just a fantasy football perspective. So I'm going to be here for a little bit of that show tomorrow, but that's going to be on every Tuesday. We got the Ricky Williams interview coming on Thursday. So on YouTube, the link's in the description. Better make sure that you go set the reminder right now. All right.
Yeah.
And tell everybody what
forget too. On the Monday show, I always routinely forget to plug the What If series. Yeah, check us out on Wednesday too. It's a Halloween joint. You know what I'm saying? We all dressing up. You know what I'm saying? We continue in the What If series and in theme. We're mapping out all the teams. My shout out to Miles. He's mapping out all the teams that are second place in their division, you know what I mean? And the ones that are last place, who could rise from the dead if possible, who is on the rise, shit like that, zombie themed, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Lot of fire stuff in the works. So make sure you are tapping in. Hey, Bogard, don't sign off real quick. Make sure you stay on after this. And we'll catch you guys later. We will, and Austin said, dopest crew here. Hell yeah, bro. You already know. Thanks for always tapping in. And thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone who was hanging with us. We still got a bunch of people on the stream. So make sure you come back in an hour for my show. I'll be back wherever you're watching it right now. I'll be back there live. And there we go. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you later.